Unlock the secret to better performance and fewer injuries with 15 minutes of focused mobility work on your hips, hamstrings, and glutes. Embrace the transformative power of mobility exercises, a gateway to improved flexibility, a shield against injuries, and a booster for your athletic performance. Today, we're zeroing in on 3 key areas: your hips, your hamstrings, and your glutes. So strap in, folks. Get ready to discover a new level of flexibility and strength. Remember, an effective warm-up is essential before diving into any exercise routine. Warming up is like preparing your body for a journey. You wouldn't start a car in the dead of winter and immediately hit the highway, would you? Just like that car, your body needs a little time to get its gears going. So, why is warming up so important? Well, it gradually increases your heart rate and circulation, waking up your muscles and helping them become more flexible. This reduces the risk of injury and makes your workouts more effective. It also mentally prepares you for the exercise ahead, giving you a chance to focus on your body and your goals. Now, let's guide you through a simple, full-body warm-up routine. First, we'll begin with head circles. Slowly rotate your head in a circular motion, first clockwise, then counterclockwise. This helps to loosen the neck muscles and increase blood flow to the head. Next, we'll move to arm circles. Stand tall and extend your arms out to the side. Rotate them in small circles, gradually making them larger. This helps warm up the shoulders and upper body. Now, let's get those legs moving. Start with some high knee lifts. Stand straight, lift your right knee as high as you can, then switch to the left. This warms up your hip and leg muscles. Lastly, we'll finish with some gentle torso twists. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and slowly twist your body from side to side. This gets your core engaged and ready for action. Remember, the key to a good warm-up is to make sure you're moving all parts of your body and to keep it gentle. You're not trying to wear yourself out, but to prepare your body for the workout ahead. Now that the body is warmed up, let's move on to the main exercises. First, focus on the hips, a crucial area often overlooked in fitness routines. Let's dive right into our hip mobility exercises. We'll be covering 3 different exercises, each one designed to help improve your mobility, flexibility, and overall strength in the hip area. The first exercise we're going to tackle is the hip circles. This is a great exercise to increase the range of motion in your hips. To begin, stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Place your hands on your hips and begin to make large circles with your hips, imagining you're hula hooping. Start off with 10 circles in one direction, then switch and do 10 circles in the opposite direction. The key here is to keep your upper body still and let your hips do all the work. As you become more comfortable with the movement, you can increase the size of your circles for a deeper stretch. Next on our list is the hip flexor stretch. This exercise targets the muscles in the front of your hip, which can become tight from prolonged sitting or activities like running. To perform this stretch, kneel on one knee with the other foot flat on the floor in front of you, knee bent. Gently push your hips forward, keeping your back straight, until you feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Remember to breathe deeply and relax into the stretch, allowing your hip flexor to gradually loosen. Our third hip mobility exercise is the pigeon pose, a yoga pose that provides a deep stretch for the hips. Start on all fours in a tabletop position. Bring one knee forward and out to the side, placing your foot near your opposite hand. Extend your other leg straight behind you. Lower your hips towards the floor, keeping your spine long. You should feel a stretch in the outer hip of the bent leg. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. The pigeon pose might be challenging at first, but with regular practice, your hip flexibility will greatly improve. Each of these exercises offers unique benefits. Hip circles are fantastic for warming up and increasing circulation in the hip joints. The hip flexor stretch helps to counteract the effects of sitting and improves your overall mobility. And the pigeon pose is an excellent way to stretch the outer hips and glutes, promoting flexibility and relieving tension. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to improving mobility. Try to incorporate these exercises into your regular fitness routine, and over time you'll notice a significant improvement in your hip mobility and flexibility. And don't forget to listen to your body. If you feel any discomfort during these exercises, ease off a bit. It's okay to start slow and gradually increase your range of motion as your flexibility improves. Mobility work is not a race, it's a journey of self-improvement and wellness. With patience and perseverance, you'll reap the benefits of better movement, reduced risk of injury, and improved performance in your other workouts. Great job on those hip exercises. Next up, hamstrings. Now it's time to give your hamstrings some love. We'll be focusing on 3 key exercises that will enhance your hamstring mobility. Remember, these exercises are designed to improve flexibility and reduce the risk of injury, so it's important to follow the steps carefully and listen to your body. Let's start with the first exercise, the seated hamstring stretch. To begin, sit on the floor with your legs straight out in front of you. Keep your spine straight and gently lean forward from the hips. Your focus should be on stretching the muscles at the back of your thighs, not on touching your toes. If you feel a gentle stretch, you're doing it right. You might not be able to reach your toes initially, and that's perfectly okay. Flexibility is a journey, not a destination. Hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds before relaxing. Repeat this stretch 3 to 5 times. The seated hamstring stretch is a fantastic way to improve flexibility, and it's also a great aid in preventing lower back pain. Moving on to our next exercise, the standing hamstring stretch. Stand upright and place one foot in front of you. Bend the knee of your back leg while keeping the front leg straight and grounded. Gently lean forward, again from the hips, until you feel a good stretch in the hamstring of your straight leg. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, remembering to breathe deeply throughout. Repeat this stretch on both sides 3 to 5 times. This exercise not only enhances hamstring flexibility, but also strengthens your lower body and improves balance. Our final hamstring mobility exercise is the hamstring walk. Start by standing upright, then bend from the hips and reach down towards the floor. If you can touch the floor, great. If not, just reach as far as comfortable. Now, maintaining this position, start to walk your hands forward, one after the other, until you're in a high plank position. From here, walk your hands back towards your feet and slowly rise back to standing. Repeat this movement 5 to 10 times. The hamstring walk is a dynamic stretch that not only targets the hamstrings, but also engages your core and upper body, providing a more comprehensive workout. As we work through these exercises, remember that consistency is key. By incorporating these stretches into your regular routine, you'll be increasing your hamstring flexibility, improving your overall mobility, and reducing the risk of injury. Remember, these exercises are not about pushing yourself to the point of pain. It's about gentle, consistent stretching that gradually increases your flexibility and strength. Impressive work on those hamstring exercises. Now, let's finish with the glutes. Finally, target the glutes, a powerhouse muscle group that supports many of your daily movements. These muscles play a pivotal role in maintaining balance, supporting the spine, and powering movements like walking, running, and climbing. So, let's jump right into the exercises to keep these powerhouse muscles flexible and strong. Our first exercise is the glute bridge. This is a fantastic exercise for improving hip mobility and strengthening your glutes. Here's how you do it. Start by lying flat on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor about hip-width apart. Keep your arms at your sides, palms facing down. Now, push through your heels, lifting your hips off the floor while keeping your back straight. Squeeze your glutes at the top for about 2 seconds, then slowly lower your hips back to the floor. That's 1 rep. Aim for 3 sets of 15 to 20 reps. The key to this exercise is to keep your core engaged and your spine neutral. Don't let your hips sag or your back arch excessively. You should really feel this in your glutes, so if you're feeling it more in your lower back, you're probably not engaging your glutes enough. Moving on to our second exercise, the pigeon pose. This is a popular yoga pose that is excellent for opening up the hips and stretching the glutes. To start, get into a tabletop position with your hands directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Now, bring your right knee forward and place it behind your right wrist, laying your right shin down on the floor. Extend your left leg behind you, keeping your hip grounded. you should feel a deep stretch in your right glute. Hold this position for about 30 seconds, then switch to the other side. Repeat this for 3 to 5 times on each side. Remember, the goal here is flexibility, not pain. So, if you can't get your shin parallel to the front of the mat, that's okay. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. Our third and final exercise is the seated figure 4 stretch. This is a great exercise for targeting the glutes, especially the piriformis muscle, which can often become tight and cause discomfort. Begin by sitting on the floor with your legs extended in front of you. Bend your right knee and place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Now, slowly lean forward, bringing your chest towards your legs. You should feel a stretch in your right glute. Hold this for about 30 seconds, then switch sides. Try to do this exercise 3 to 5 times on each side. As you perform this stretch, keep your spine straight and avoid rounding your back. If you're finding it difficult to lean forward, don't worry. Just go as far as you can while maintaining good form. Remember, mobility exercises are all about consistency. The more you incorporate these exercises into your routine, the more you'll improve your flexibility and strength, and the better your overall performance will be. So keep at it, and you'll start to see improvements in no time. Fantastic work on those glute exercises. Now let's wrap things up. Always remember to cool down after your workout. Cooling down is just as crucial as the workout itself. It allows your heart rate and blood pressure to return to their normal levels in a controlled manner. It also helps to reduce the risk of muscle stiffness and soreness, thereby promoting faster recovery. Now, let's get into a simple but effective cool-down routine. Start by doing some light cardio, like walking or cycling at a slow pace for about 2 to 3 minutes. This helps flush out any lactic acid built up in your muscles. Follow this up with some static stretching. Focus on your hips, hamstrings, and glutes. Hold each stretch for about 20 to 30 seconds. Remember, breathe deeply and relax into each stretch. Never rush or force it. Congratulations on completing this 15-minute mobility workout. Remember, consistency is key. Keep this up, and you'll see improvements in no time.